years?
Immediately.
I mean, I could see in a certain amount of time you have very realistic looking actual AI. And, you know.
Do you think that's been expedited for any like weird reasons?
I think that like DARPA, which is like the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, I believe I got that acronym right. DARPA, yeah, isn't it a DARPA acronym?
Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency.
Okay,
You nailed it.
Hell yeah.
So DARPA is something where the military is, I love how they breakthrough technologies and capabilities for national security. This is the thing.
The metamaterial visionary. Voices for DARPA.
Right.
What's that, a podcast?
Voices from DARPA.
Of course they do. So
metamaterial visionary.
DARPA is the thing when everybody talks about that wasn't a UFO. That was us.
Yeah.
That was our own technology.
It's always DARPA.
They're talking about DARPA.
Yeah.
DARPA had a version of the internet in the 1970s.
Yeah.
Okay? What DARPA has now would terrify you. It is the science fiction stuff. Occasionally some of it leaks out, and then they'll make movies and write things about it.
Yeah.
It would not shock me if DARPA had a pretty realistic artificial intelligence being at this point that would probably be, maybe in the form of a robot for sure, but definitely they have something on.
They have software.
They have software for sure.
Yeah.
But maybe they have it in a physical form that would probably terrify us.
And you just mean like that the software, like it looks, or not, it thinks and like behaves like a human.
They can mimic it pretty well.
You think like, because right now it can write a paper like a human, it could sound like a human, but when it starts thinking and feeling like a human,
so there's
like,
an argument that it's already doing that.
Well, there's that thing.
They have those arguments all the time.
There's definitely that thing, like we're being exposed to like ChatGPT or whatever, like something that can make a picture, but there's something that has a network of these things. It's an AI that references other. It's sort of like exponential that way.
Yeah.
And so that's something we're not privy to at all. We have to use these things one at a time. Like there's no reason the government
There's got to be something, because DARPA's whole purpose is to develop technologies to fight the wars of the future.
Yeah.
This is DARPA's entire mission statement, right? So what they're basically doing is they're basically looking at all of the things that our enemies could potentially develop and are developing.
Yeah.
This is why corporate espionage is such a big deal. China's been very good at it. I'm sure we're decent at it too.
Yeah, we're probably all right.
This is why, we want moles in other people's governments, and intelligence agencies put moles in our government so that we can, understand what they are coming up with. You can go watch Oppenheimer, and this is, laid out very plainly, right?
Yeah.
What most people are thinking about now is over the next 20 years, a lot of our lives are going to be moved to digital platforms. And then what is a war on a digital platform?
Yeah.
What is a crime
like
on a
cyber
digital
attacks?
platform?
Yeah.
When can you arrest somebody
For
a crime?
Online.
What constitutes an actual crime?
Right.
At what stage of, because we're heading towards a time when, you're going to have algorithms that are kind of predicting your behavior based on some pretty solid inputs that you're giving. It's also can listen to you and all that stuff, right? So at what point can you arrest? And I'm reading a book about this now. It's a pretty interesting book, but like those seem to be the ethical questions of the future.
It's like future crime shit. It's
that's
like
exactly
fucking,
right.
Yeah.
It's like Minority Report or whatever the fuck.
So China right now they have the best surveillance technology in the world.
Yeah.
And our elites are going, we need, and then China, now if China has that, who sells it to the world? China.
Yeah.
So our elites are going, hey, we need actually that technology so that we can sell it to the world. So even though we're hate China, we're anti-China, there's a lot of what China is doing that our elites are
trying to
actually
emulate.
a 1,000%.